All right, y'all, here we are yet again. Another change to 2K that through trial and error, the community had to find out and completely contradicts the advice that Mike Wang gave us. We finna get into all the details. Y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub if you can. I want to reference this first tweet from Mike Wang. At the very bottom, he says, you can turn layup timing off if you want, but my advice is to play with it on first. If you get good at it, you'll finish around the rim better with it on. And I will say for about the first month, that's exactly how it was. My green meter was so big when I would go and drive into the rack and get a layup. It was almost a guaranteed bucket. But over the last couple weeks, I've noticed that my green meter is not nearly as big when I'm driving to the rack and getting layup animations. One of these patch updates or hot fixes must have inadvertently affected layups. Someone recently came into the live stream and asked, what do you think about layup timing? Should you have the meter on or off? And my response then was, well, considering all the changes that they're doing to shooting and the shot meter, I'm not absolutely sure. And that leads me to this next post from Spillboy saying no layup timing is kind of broken, not gonna lie. There's a lot of players in the community that are getting very convenient animations for their layups when they turn off the meter. Let's quickly review. You get better layup animations and you no longer have to think about timing your layup. I can't front, it was dope when the green meter was gigantic and you're driving to the rack getting a layup animation, but now when you drive you get that super small green window and trying to time that layup seems like a way tougher task. Hell nah ended up responding to Spillboy saying, damn, I thought layup meter with Pro Touch were meant to be OP this year. And I gotta say, I absolutely thought the same thing. I have Pro Touch on Hall of Fame. That green window was super big and now it has dwindled down to damn near nothing on my drives. I personally haven't tried out taking off the layup meter. I intend to make that happen today. But if you guys have experience with no meter on your layups, please sound off in the comment section below. Let me know if it's actually worth turning off your meter. I will say a large portion of the community are sharing this on Twitter. A bunch of clips of folks getting way convenient animations with no layup meter. And this is the second time in 2 days that the information Mike Wang gave us completely contradicts what we're actually experiencing in the game. If you guys don't know, Mike Wang has sent out this tweet on August 15th saying your opponents and teammates won't see your shot meter online in NBA 2K24, but my advice is to turn off the shot meter as soon as you learn your timing. Shot meter off increases your green window size by 20%. The good folks over at 2K Lab ended up finding out that after all these updates, the shot meter bonus was inadvertently changed, or maybe it was just left as is because 2K actually did increase the green window size. Maybe 2K felt adding 20% on top of the new green window size was a little bit too much. And that leads me to this next post from Dimeworks saying probably because shooting was made easier overall, so you can't have the same 20% boost when the green window is already expanded. Would be way too easy. He calls it balancing. But I gotta tell you, as it stands right now, there's still a mixed bag of experiences out there for a lot of shooters. Some folks have gotten the hang of shooting while others are still struggling. If you guys had to take your best guess, is this 2K's fault or is this the actual player's fault? Is it just user error? Or is 2K24's shooting just a bit too complicated? Y'all sound off, share your thoughts in the comment section. I definitely appreciate your feedback. Players in the 2K community are still calling for a nerf to steals. I need your help on this one. If you feel steals are still too OP, sound off. Let me know your thoughts. There have been clips. Ja, I know, recently posted a clip of that yo-yo steal still in the game. And I can't front. I see a lot of clips out there that are user error, but the fact of this particular clip that I had recently seen, it was a yo-yo steal. The dude straight had the ball in his right hand away from the defender and the ball just kind of glitched back to the left side. He wasn't even performing a crossover to his left hand. He wasn't even positioned to perform a crossover, but the ball just kind of yo-yoed back and gave the defender a steal. If that's still happening to you guys, I definitely want to know about that. I want to reference this tweet from the good homie AllCity Big Hex saying, I legit played like 4 hours yesterday and didn't see many steals. In fact, people were dribbling through people like 2K23. Had me thinking steals were already nerfed. I honestly have not witnessed at all what people are talking about. In my opinion, any nerf to steals means the removal of the capacity to steal and bump steals being the only option. And that's what we've been experiencing for a couple years now, where bump steals were just OP, but the option to actually pluck the ball loose was non-existent. You know what, y'all? I gotta say this because I wish we had the offense from previous versions of 2K with 2K24's defense. This would have made it a cat and mouse game, and allowed more players to strategize their offense and defense. From my personal experience and me being out there, and I just let you know, I primarily play rec squads. If you guys play a different game mode, it may prove to be different for you. But right now, I just see a lot of ball handlers making way too many mistakes. I see way too many ball handlers trying to finesse crossing over right into a 99 steal defender. Surely the defense does get some steals, but man, not as many as they're supposed to be with the low IQ of these ball handlers. I honestly wouldn't like to see a nerf to steals, but then again, I would like to see more intense offense, whether that be better dribbling animations or better shooting options. You know where I feel like the strategy comes into? Maybe there needs to be a better or heftier penalty to those folks reaching out of position. If there's a heavier penalty on those folks who are mistiming their reaches, this gives room for the actual shooter or primary ball handler to get into position for an open shot. What I see right now is defenders reaching out of position and still able to very quickly recover and get right back into position to make a contest or guard the ball handler. There's something that just doesn't feel balanced about it. In this next post, I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this. Sucker Free ended up sending out this post saying it has to be a conspiracy. There is no way devs can make the same mistakes every year. It definitely makes me think they're doing it on purpose. I swear to God, the devs be just trolling us. It's because of y'all be going at the devs' head, so they be like, all right, you want to play with me? I got something for y'all. Sucker Free goes on to say, I don't have to be a dev to know the simple concept of learning from mistakes. In a way, I kind of share the same sentiment. Some of the mistakes that we see happen on an annual basis every time the game releases, from lag, latency, unable to join your friends, those type of mistakes, they're unacceptable, man. It seems like 2K just doesn't have like a quality check or quality assurance department. 2K has a couple decades worth of experience, and I think both the 2K community and the dev team need to put forth a better effort into bridging the gap. It seems like both sides are arrogant enough to think they know the other really well. We are currently less than 2 months into the release of 2K24, and the 2K dev team already has taken a hiatus. I just feel like if the 2K dev team was a bit closer connected to the community, offering us more insight into gameplay development, we as a whole would have better results for gameplay. But I definitely hold the 2K community accountable as well, because sometimes we just forget that those are human beings on the other end. If you guys got legitimate answers or questions to help invoke change for 2K, do it properly. That is, if your intention is to really invoke change. I see way too many players get on X and start cursing these devs out, and naturally for any human being, that's going to lead to some sort of resentment, because from what I understand, the 2K dev team does put their heart into the game. They probably just misguided as to what the community actually wants. I feel like both sides are to blame. I will be going live a little later on today to talk some more about this stuff. Hopefully you guys can tune in. Y'all be sure to keep it locked. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join our Discord. We'd love to have you. The link for Discord will be in the description below. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more NBA 2K24 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.